Hello, Facebook friends. I am going to talk to you about my Mr. Wonderful project. I think that many of you may have seen my videos. One is a performance piece and the other is an infomercial piece. And I think they were well done, but they really missed the mark for what I'm trying to do, and I take full blame for that. What I'm trying to do with it is I created a backwards project. I have the song. I have two versions of the song. One is for selling product, and one is for an announcement for a TV personality, like a QVC show. I have three scripts for product and the show, the logo, all the artwork. Here we go. Mr. Wonderful is a wovement. It's a wovement because we're weaving a new story. And I'm going to tell you how this all started, because basically all I'm trying to do is get a partner to help me create product, and because I already own it in the class of condoms, sexual health items, and clothes, but I need help with this. And I am going to be showing you the journey from when I went from godthemother.com to Mr. Wonderful. God the Mother was my first angry feminist website when I began studying women's spirituality. So I am going to read, I'm going to start you with the journey here. I am going to read a paper that was invited by Professor Elizabetta Marino for me to write for her. And the question is, why do you think so many Italian Americans are interested in the Black Madonna? And what is the bond that connects you with her? And I'm reading this paper to you because this is the beginning. This is the beginning of me to unravel myself out of a certain religious persuasion that I was raised in, to find the truth about her story. We've been reading about his story, but we have not been allowed to know her story because it's either been manipulated or it's been eliminated. So with that, I will start this paper. The common thread is usually patriarchal abuse, physical and or mentally, during childhood and or marital relationships. Adding insult to injury, these women, including myself, have been assuming the blame and responsibility for this abuse. For example, and believe me, I've experienced much worse than this. I'm 13 in the 8th grade wearing my Catholic school jumper dress, white blouse, and full slip, concealing my first new bra. I'm sitting in the first seat in front of Sister Maria's desk. The boy sitting behind me is diligently digging his fingers into my back and snapping my bra, while he is strategically sitting up straight, giving what appears his full attention to Sister Maria. She sees me twitch 5-6 times, and then she scolds me for not sitting still, and I don't dare tell her what the problem is, no matter, because it will be my fault. Perhaps I tempted him because I was wearing black patent leather shoes that reflect up, and he can see my white panties. Or perhaps it was because I was wearing one single pearl that reflects cleavage. Could be. Ultimately, I turn around and deck the little bastard. Bam! I have a note to bring mommy to school because sister said I am, and I quote, boy crazy and bold as brass. He goes home without a note, sporting a halo on his head. Example 2. I get a nasty beating from a boyfriend. I wake up on the floor with him kneeling over me with his hands cupping his crying face and a nose full of snot, saying, "Why do you always make me have to beat you?" And here's the bottom line. I'm not a scientist, yet I will argue that we will get sick and tired of being sick and tired of the blame and shame for the darkness. There's a point when female victims who carry and pass mitochondria energy have a chemical memory jog, inducing an awakening in us to take action through our intuition. Next, we hop a plane flying high in the sky, landing deep into our roots, whether we are Italian, Mexican, Asian, or Irish. We fall to our knees, gouging our hands deep, deep into the darkness of the earth. Then we drop belly down, crawling into the caves, crawling into the sanctuaries, the mountains, museums, with our cameras. There we point, we shoot, we write and document these ancient discoveries with respect for the dark, while illuminating the light of truth we always knew. And that is what caused me to go. There was only one way to go: transformation, forgiveness, and balance, which I'm still trying to achieve here. So, as I began forgiving, that was when here's the transformation. Can you see this? Here's the transformation. So, through my studies, we began to weave a new story, and what do I find out? The song that I wrote in 1994, the M and the W, has all kinds of significance. According to two archaeologists, Marija Gimbutas from Lithuania, she found the M and W, or your general zigzag patterns, in all of old Europe. And Malika Grasshoff found the same in Africa. And those were symbols of our original matriarchal system, which we had up until 6,000 years ago. It was a peaceful system. There was no dominance, no class, no race. Everybody just knew what their job was and did it. And then we had a shift. I think that according to Fred Gardefee from his book, From Wise Guys to Wise Men, that's when we made the shift from intellectual power to physical power. And thus we have patriarchy, and now we are in the mess that we're in. So what we're trying to do here is, many of us, I'm doing it this way, other women are doing it their way, but basically we're all trying to do the same thing, and that's weaving a new story. We have got to get it together. So my video that appears just like the girl looking for the boy, or vice versa, finding their Mr. or Ms. Wonderful, I want everybody to understand it's just a metaphor. It's not about a dating company or a dating site. It's a metaphor for us to start pulling science and spirituality together. We need each other. So, to wind this up, I am looking for someone to help me get product, to perhaps sell this to a company. I like the use of condoms. That's even a metaphor. That's protection. That's protection. And that's what we need right now. So, yes, I want a partner, and I want to ultimately license this to someone who is going to nurture it and take care of it with me. So that's my story. And I'm going to stick with it. Thank you for watching.